Welcome to the Hindu editorial analysis on 23rd December 2021. I am going to discuss today editorial titled Troubled Waters. Troubled Waters is the veiled reference to the perils of fishermen fishing at Palk Bay. Palk Bay is a semi-enclosed shallow water body between the southeast coast of India and Sri Lanka with a water depth maximum of 13 meters. The width of Palk Bay ranges from 57 to 107 kilometers and the length is around 150 kilometers. Palk Bay is associated with an ancient Sanskrit epic Ramayana popular over the Indian subcontinent, which follows Rama's quest to rescue his beloved wife Sita from the clutches of Ravana with the help of an army of Vanaras. The Ramayana describes how Rama and his Vanara followers managed to cross the Palk Bay to reach Lanka, present day Sri Lanka, to save Sita. So, what is this Palk Bay conflict? There is a maritime dispute between India and Sri Lanka which remains unresolved despite an agreement 47 years ago. Notwithstanding the 1974 Indo-Lanka Maritime Boundary Agreement, Indian fishermen tend to cross the maritime border into Sri Lanka in the Palk Strait, which in turn leads to assaults by the Sri Lankan Navy. Palk Bay is bordering 5 coastal districts between Nagapattanam and Ramanathapuram. The fishermen carry out fishing in Palk Strait on alternate days of the week in a rotational policy between mechanized boats and motorized boats. Fishers migrate to Palk Bay because the waters in Palk Strait are tranquil, especially during monsoon, as compared to the Coromandel waters. The conflict happens when Sri Lankan Navy arrests them for allegedly crossing the international maritime boundary line. The Sri Lankan Navy have arrested 68 Tamil Nadu fishermen between December 18 and December 20, 2021 and impounded 10 boats. The Indian High Commission is working to secure their early release. There are cases of deaths too sometimes. In January 2021, 4 fishermen from Ramanathapuram lost their lives in an accident between their vessels and Sri Lankan Navy vessels. This is a real humanitarian and livelihood issue. The conflict issue between the India and the Sri Lanka on the issue is that fishermen in Palk Bay use bottom trawling, and the practice of bottom trawling is banned in Sri Lanka's northern province. Bottom trawling is trawling along the seafloor. There is scientific evidence that bottom trawling causes terrible damage to seafloor ecosystems and even more terrible damage to the fragile and slow growing ecosystems of the deep sea. The deep sea fishing boats or the trawlers are the solution to this nagging issue. There is disadvantage to the Center State program on deep sea fishing boat support. They will support only 70% of the 80 lakhs rupees unit cost of the boat. The remaining 30% has to be borne by the Tamil Nadu fishermen. The scheme is also known as Palk Bay scheme. It is interesting to note that a similar scheme under Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana on All India scheme aimed at focused and sustainable development of fisheries sector had been determined at rupees 1.2 crore as unit cost. The fishermen from Ramanathapuram have been demanding the unit cost of deep sea fishing vessels under the Tamil Nadu specific scheme to increase. In January 2021, the Union Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying, Giriraj Singh, visited Rameshwaram and an assurance to increase the unit cost was given. The Palk Bay scheme was launched in 2017 with a view to providing 2,000 vessels in 3 years to fishermen of Tamil Nadu. In and motivated them to abandon bottom trawling. The scheme would also reduce infringement into the international maritime boundary line. I love to quote few lines from a poem from The Fisherman by Abbie Farwell Brown. The fisherman goes out at dawn when everyone is abed, and from the bottom of the sea draws up his daily bread. His life is strange, half way the shore and half upon the sea, not quite a fish, and yet not quite the same as you and me. Thank you.